In Analysis Office 2.4, it is now possible to share an axis from one master crosstab to several dependent crosstabs. This means all the axes look and behave as if they were one crosstab. Only the row axis can build the common axis. The crosstabs need to have a similar row structure to ensure that grouping the crosstabs is feasible. Each crosstab has a name. You can see the name in the name box next to the formula bar. Once the crosstabs have been grouped, a crosstab container is created. The name of this container will appear in the name box. This will be shown later. Each crosstab also has its own properties. Once the crosstabs have been grouped, the properties of the master crosstab are applied to the dependent crosstabs. Let's group the crosstabs. The crosstab that you use to trigger the grouping is called the master crosstab. This master crosstab determines the structure of the common crosstab. The dependent crosstab simply provides the column axis. Select a dimension on the rows axis. There are three ways to group the crosstabs. You can use the ribbon, choose Combine, then Group Crosstab, and then With Crosstab. You can open the context menu and choose Group Crosstab, and then With Crosstab. Or you can open the context menu in the Component tab and choose With Crosstab. You can group more than one crosstab. When crosstabs are grouped, they are rendered next to each other. Also, the row axis builds the common axis of this grouped crosstab. The master crosstab has this icon and the dependent crosstab has this icon. You can highlight the master crosstab, choose Components and then Highlight Master. And you can also highlight the dependent, choose Components and then Highlight Dependent. The group crosstabs build a contiguous unit called SAP container. This container can also be moved as one block. Navigation is only possible in the master crosstab. Dependent crosstabs follow the navigation of the master crosstab. The properties of the master crosstab have been applied to all the dependent crosstabs. To ungroup the crosstabs from the master crosstab, you first need to select a dimension. You can use the ribbon, choose Combine, then Group Crosstab, then deselect the option With Crosstab. You can open the context menu, choose Group Crosstab, then deselect the option With Crosstab. Or you can open the context menu in the Component tab and choose With Crosstab. You can also ungroup the crosstabs from the dependent crosstab. Go to the dependent crosstab and click on it. Here, there are also three ways to ungroup the crosstabs. You can use the ribbon, choose Combine and then Ungroup Crosstab. You can open the context menu and choose Ungroup Crosstab. Or you can open the context menu in the Component tab and choose Ungroup Crosstab. Once the crosstabs have been ungrouped, they are not moved back to their original position. The crosstabs are rendered next to each other and the dependent crosstab displays its own row axis. However, the dimensions are still linked. For more SAP Business Intelligence tutorials, please visit sap.com/learnbi.